Is Remy Ma seriously fighting for her life right now? Did Claressa Shields really land her in the ER after a chaotic brawl that stunned everyone at the party? The scene was pure mayhem. People screaming, security scrambling, and total chaos with heels, wigs, and even cupcakes flying everywhere. What began as a fancy, laid-back evening with classy snacks and cocktails turned into absolute bedlam. Blood was spilled, glass shattered, and hair littered the floor. Remy Ma ended up being wheeled out on a stretcher, barely whispering, "Tell Papoose I tried." But how did things spiral this far? What started as a small tension between two celebrities exploded into violence, a hospital visit, and possibly legal consequences within just minutes. So what really went down between Remy Ma and Claressa Shields that night? And what did the cameras catch before everything went black? Don't worry, we've got the leaked footage, a full security report, and even a voice memo from the club manager. And trust us, none of it paints a pretty picture. This isn't just celebrity gossip. This could mark the fall of a Bronx hip-hop icon and the rise of a new queen of drama. Let's break down what led to this wild night. It all began at a party meant to celebrate Black excellence and talent. Claressa Shields, fresh off another win in the ring, was hosting a huge celebration. The room was packed with rappers, athletes, influencers, big names, and even bigger personalities. Everyone was dressed to impress and in the mood to celebrate. Then someone walked in who turned the whole vibe upside down. Remy Ma. Yes, Remy showed up like she was the guest of honor. But she's the ex of the man now dating Claressa. The moment she walked in, everything changed. Conversation stopped, drinks paused mid-pour, and it felt like even the DJ hit the wrong button. All eyes were suddenly on her. Now, let's rewind a bit. Remy and Papoose had been together for years, but after rumors surfaced online linking Remy to 50 Cent, things between them crumbled. And guess who Papoose ended up with? None other than Claressa Shields, a trained fighter. For a while, it seemed like tensions had cooled. Claressa kept a low profile, and Remy wasn't seen much, only popping up in paparazzi shots at places like Whole Foods, hiding behind big sunglasses. But everything changed that night. According to partygoers, Remy entered the club wearing a tight dress and a flashy diamond necklace shaped like a boxing glove. Definitely a statement piece. Claressa saw her instantly. She was chilling in the VIP section, sipping champagne, and reportedly flashed Remy a sly smile like, "Go ahead. Try me." Remy didn't back down. She strutted straight toward VIP like she owned the place, challenging the security to stop her. And then, boom, it all went down. No words were exchanged. Claressa stood up slow, removed her earrings, and squared up. A bartender said it felt like the calm before a real fight. Seconds later, glass shattered, a table flipped, the DJ bolted with his laptop. The place erupted. Remy tossed a martini first, but Claressa dodged it and came back with a solid punch that sent Remy crashing into a fruit display. Yes, there was an actual fruit display, and yes, it exploded. Security rushed in, but trying to hold back someone, like Claressa, nearly impossible. She was so furious she didn't even think twice before grabbing an entire cupcake stand and hurling it like she was going for gold. One of the cupcakes, a red velvet one, thick with frosting, soared across the room and landed right in Remy's flawless hairdo. The crowd gasped. Phones came out. Someone screamed, "World star!" And another voice shouted, "Not the lace front." That's when all hell broke loose. Remy, dripping in buttercream and pure rage, kicked off her high heels, snatched them up, and stormed ahead like she was going into battle. Her voice rang out over the music. "You took my man and stole my spotlight." Meanwhile, Claressa stayed cool, calm, locked in, like a fighter in the final scene of a boxing movie. She didn't flinch. She blocked every swing like it was second nature. Depending on who's telling the story, the fight lasted anywhere from 30 seconds to a full 5 minutes. But no matter the version, one thing's for sure. Remy ended up on the ground, holding her ribs and whispering to her assistant, "Call Papoose. I think I'm bleeding inside." So, where was Papoose in all this chaos? He was actually there, sitting quietly in a corner booth. According to witnesses, he looked completely frozen, shocked, maybe even impressed. One person said he didn't even put down the plate of sliders he was holding, just stood there watching as his ex and current girlfriend turned the club into something straight out of WWE. Eventually, the medics rushed in, the crowd was pushed out, and Claressa walked out unbothered, injury-free and smirking, like she had just sent a clear message. Don't test me again. Remy? She left on a stretcher, covered in sparkles, disappointment, and, according to someone standing nearby, a rogue piece of strawberry from the now destroyed fruit display. But that wild scene was just the beginning. The real drama exploded after the fight. First came the leaks. Within 24 hours, not one, but 4 different security camera angles surfaced online. A security guard's cousin sent it to a gossip page, which passed it to a fan account, and it kept getting reposted. By the time TMZ tried to slap their logo on it, TikTok already had it trending with the caption, "Remy Ma lost the fight," and "Papoose in under a minute." The internet lost it. Twitter was full of memes and takes. Instagram lives lit up with people breaking down their own versions of the brawl. And believe it or not, the craziest part hadn't even come yet. Let's step back and look at this like detectives, because this mess deserves its own Netflix docuseries and a limited edition line of courtroom merch. First, there's the official security report. Time-stamped at 3:42 a.m., it confirms that a fight broke out between 2 very well-known guests. The report also lists injuries. One bartender ended up with a black eye thanks to a flying mimosa. Yes, a mimosa. Even wilder? A handwritten note. At the bottom of the report reads, one of the women yelled, "I'm Remy Ma, I don't lose fights," right before she slipped on frosting and slammed into the DJ's booth. Believe it or not, that actually happened. A moment both tragic and iconic. And here's the kicker. One of the EMTs who responded that night has already started posting behind-the-scenes content. Surprisingly, Reddit is where some of the wildest details first popped up. Witnesses say Remy was screaming non-stop during the chaos, and flat out refused to let the medics help her unless someone called Papoose right then and there. Over and over, she shouted, "Where is my husband? I need my husband." But one EMT, trying to stay low-key, reportedly whispered, "Girl, he's with the woman who just put you on the floor." The audacity, the confusion, the complete disaster. But let's not forget, Claressa Shields isn't just any random person. She's an Olympic gold medalist, a multiple-time world champion, and as of last year, one of the faces of a high-end beauty brand. We won't name names, but let's just say it rhymes with P. Fenty. According to some insiders, Rihanna's team wasn't too pleased with the cupcake flinging fiasco. One former executive supposedly even emailed Claressa's agent with a subject line that said, "We support strength, not street fights. Consider this your final round." That's no small message. It's a serious warning from the top. But it doesn't end there. Word is, Remy Ma is now thinking about taking legal action. Yes, she may actually press charges for assault, physical harm, and the emotional distress of being humiliated in public. A source close to her inner circle says Remy's been considering lawsuits, restraining orders, and even having Claressa suspended from fighting until the whole thing gets resolved. She's calling it a setup, claiming she was tricked into showing up to the party under false pretenses. And online? Oh, the internet has already taken sides. And sadly for Remy, this round is not going in her favor. Social media is dubbing Claressa the undisputed queen of comebacks. Memes are coming out faster than punches. One viral post read, "Remy came in like a diss track and left like a missed call." Another savage one said, "Claressa didn't lose a single lash. Remy got dropped harder than her last album." Ouch. Even the celebs are jumping in. Snoop. Dog posted a laughing emoji with the caption, "Remy should have brought a helmet." Classic Snoop. And of course, 50 Cent couldn't resist. He posted a video of the fight with nothing but the Rocky theme playing in the background. As for Papoose, he finally broke his silence. And in true Papoose fashion, he dropped a cryptic post. A photo of a chessboard with the caption, "Queens move in silence, but sometimes the king must witness the war." Okay, sir. What? Meanwhile, Claressa's fans are partying online like she just won another title. Someone even made a fake perfume ad called "Unbothered" by Remy, complete with a photoshopped image of Claressa standing triumphantly over a glitter-covered silhouette. It's shady, it's dramatic, it's gold medal level messy. But under all the jokes and chaos, something a little more serious might be brewing. A source from the club claimed someone from Remy's team actually tried to pay off security staff to keep the whole thing quiet. The offer, $25,000 in cash and 2 VIP concert tickets. Even so, the footage still leaked, and now rumors are flying about a secret audio recording taken inside the VIP bathroom before the fight happened. Allegedly, the two women had a heated exchange. One source claims Remy told Clarissa, "You took my man, you stole my shine, and I swear I'll make sure you lose it all." And Clarissa, cool as ever, completely unfazed. Reportedly, Clarissa responded with, "You already lost, I'm just here to wrap it up. Game over." And with that, it felt like a mic drop moment. Now it seems like everyone has something to say. Stylists, Uber drivers, nail techs, even the club's doorman. One former makeup artist tweeted, "Remy walked in saying, 'I'm not doing much, just making an appearance. Girl, you showed up and ended up catching hands.'" Brutal. And while social media keeps laughing and legal teams gear up for battle, one big question remains. Was this really just a spontaneous fight, or was it a setup? Some are convinced Remy was lured there on purpose. She apparently got the invite from a fake account pretending to be a fashion PR company. And when she arrived, cameras were already in place, recording everything. If that's true, this wasn't some random drama. It was a calculated ambush. A takedown staged for maximum embarrassment. And if Clarissa knew it was going to happen, then we're not talking about a fight. We're talking about a whole strategy to ruin someone in public. Now comes the fallout. Legal threats, sponsorship risks, and even rumors about Remy being hospitalized. Because what went down that night didn't just wreck a party, it may have sparked a full-on crisis. Let's start with Remy's condition. She's reportedly in the hospital, critical but stable. Sources say she came in with fractured ribs, a minor concussion, and what one nurse jokingly called a bruised ego. Her team hasn't made any public statements, but a source close to her says she murmured through the painkillers, "Tell them I got jumped. I didn't go out like no coward." But there's a problem with that version. The security footage paints a very different picture. It only shows Clarissa landing. Punches, no one else was involved. So unless Remy is blaming frosting and gravity for joining the beatdown, her claim is already falling apart. And things are only getting more complicated. Remy's legal team has officially started the process of pressing charges. They're claiming aggravated assault, emotional damage, and being publicly humiliated. But Clarissa, she's not backing down either. Her camp insists she acted in self-defense and that she's planning to countersue for defamation, inciting a public disturbance, and deliberately stirring up drama. That's right, Clarissa is taking this fight from the club to the courtroom. Sources say both sides have brought in heavyweight legal reps. Remy hired the same lawyer who represented Cardi B when she launched that shoe during Fashion Week. Clarissa's got a high-powered crisis PR team on board, the same people who helped a top model after she threw a phone at someone during a meltdown. So yeah, it's serious. But while legal action is heating up, the biggest damage might actually be happening behind the scenes, in boardrooms, not courtrooms. Clarissa is facing potential losses on some major endorsement deals. One brand partnership, worth over $3 million, is currently on hold. The company issued a safe, PR-scrubbed statement. "We support strong women and peaceful resolutions. Our partnership is under review." Translation: "We love famous faces, but not messy headlines." And Remy's taking hits too. She's already been dropped from 2 big events. One was a women's empowerment panel, and the other, a motherhood podcast. Yes, seriously, a podcast about moms cut her loose over a fight that started with cupcakes. One of the show's producers even messaged her manager saying, "We love Remy, but you can't be out here talking about raising queens if you're getting folded like fresh laundry." Yikes, that one stung. Meanwhile, fans are going wild all over the internet. It's full-on digital chaos. Team Remy versus Team Clarissa has taken over TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram like it's some kind of televised event. TikTok users are analyzing the footage like it's an Oscar-worthy fight scene. Over on Twitter, people are screaming in group voice chats, passionately debating who actually deserved the punch. And somehow, in the middle of it all, Team Papoose has entered the chat. Yep, some fans have spun a whole new theory that Papoose orchestrated the entire thing. According to this group, the fight wasn't just drama, it was strategy. One person tweeted, "You think this wasn't planned? Papoose is pulling the strings behind the scenes while the queens battle and he builds an empire." Another added, "He's just chilling with sliders watching it all burn. Classic Scorpio behavior." And honestly, as far as conspiracy theories go, it's not the worst one. So what's really going on? Was Remy lured into a setup? Did Clarissa take things too far? Is this the grand finale of the Remy Papoose saga, or just the pilot episode of a new season? Drop your theories in the comments, Gossip Fam. We want to hear it all. And hey, if you came here looking for the truth, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're ready for the next twist because this story is far from over. Turn on your notifications because you won't want to miss the next leaked video, courtroom curveball, or wig snatching moment.